5. McGahn has a follow-up meeting about Flynn with Yates. President Trump has dinner with FBI Director Comey. The next day, January 27, 2017, McGahn and Eisenberg discussed the results of Eisenberg's initial legal research into Flynn's conduct, and specifically whether Flynn may have violated the Espionage Act, the Logan Act, or 18 U.S.C. 1001. Based on his preliminary research, Eisenberg informed McGahn that there was a possibility that Flynn had violated 18 U.S.C. 1001 and the Logan Act. Eisenberg noted that the United States had never successfully prosecuted an individual under the Logan Act, and that Flynn could have a possible defense, and told McGahn that he believed it was unlikely that a prosecutor would pursue as a Logan Act charge under the circumstances. The same morning, McGahn asked Yates to return to the White House to discuss Flynn again. In that second meeting, McGahn expressed the doubts that the Department of Justice would bring a Logan Act prosecution against Flynn, but stated that the White House did not want to take action that would interfere with an ongoing FBI investigation of Flynn. Yates responded that the Department of Justice had notified the White House so that it could take action in response to the information provided. McGahn ended the meeting and asked Yates to access the underlying information the Department of Justice possessed pertaining to Flynn's discussion with Kislyak. Also on January 27th, the president called FBI Director Comey, invited him to dinner that evening. Priebus recalled that before the dinner, he told the president something like, "Don't talk about Russia, whatever you do." And the president promised he would not talk about Russia at the dinner. McGahn had previously advised the president that he should not communicate directly with the Department of Justice to avoid the perception or reality of political interference in law enforcement. When Bannon learned about the president's planned dinner with Comey, he suggested that he or Priebus also attend, but the president stated that he wanted to dine with Comey alone. Comey said that when he arrived for dinner that evening, he was surprised and concerned to see that no one else had been invited. Comey provided an account of the dinner in a contemporaneous memo, an interview with the office, and congressional testimony. According to Comey's account of the dinner, the president repeatedly brought up Comey's future, asking whether he wanted to stay on as FBI director, because the president had previously said he wanted Comey to stay on as FBI director. Comey interrupted the president's comments as an effort to create a patronage relationship by having Comey ask for his job. The president also brought up the Steele report that Comey had raised in the January 6, 2017 briefing, and stated that he was thinking about ordering the FBI to investigate the allegations to prove they were false. Comey responded that the president should think carefully about issuing such an order because it could create a narrative that the FBI was investigating him personally, which was incorrect. Later in the dinner, the president brought up Flynn and said, "The guy has serious judgment issues." Comey did not comment on the Flynn issue, and the president did not acknowledge any FBI interest in or contact with Flynn. According to Comey's account, at one point during the dinner, the president stated, "I need loyalty. I expect loyalty." Comey did not respond, and the conversation moved on to other topics, but the president returned to the subject of Comey's job at the end of the dinner and repeated, "I need loyalty." Comey responded, "You will always get honesty from me." The president said, "That's what I wanted." "Honesty, honest loyalty," Comey said. "You will get that from me."